Britain and Ireland. It's time to take part in the ultimate cooking competition. Turning up the heat. 2 expert judges. Professional chef and baking queen, Lorraine Pascal.
Don't let the smile fool you. I'll say it how it is.
And international Michelin-starred chef, Jason Atherton.
I take my food really seriously, and I'm looking for those home cooks who all share that same passion.
And desperate to impress, 12 enthusiastic amateurs.
Oh my God!
Cooking in couples.
We are best friends, we live together, we work together, we cook together.
We're neighbours.
He's my hairdresser.
It's region against region.
Welcome to Scotland!
Listen, we're Team Wales, right? We are the best.
Oh, crying out loud.
First, they'll host supersized dinner parties.
They're not crispy. They're coming some sort of nightmare.
To wow the judges.
To me, the dish is a disappointment.
And their rivals.
I wish I hadn't eaten it, actually.
Philip's got a game plan.
You see it in his eyes.
Before being pushed to their limits.
Your kitchens are parked behind you.
Cooking for crowds.
Never cooked this amount of people before. It's insane.
And ultimately, they'll fight for survival in cook-offs against the clock.
If you fail to deliver, you go to sudden death.
Faster, mate, faster, faster, faster.
No.
Partnerships will be pushed to breaking point.
Just cut.
Hideous.
As the teams battle it out for a prize of £25,000.
These guys may be home cooks now, but by the end of this competition, I'm expecting restaurant quality dishes.
And to be crowned the champions of My Kitchen Rules.
The competition is on.
Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
The first team to cook is Claire and Rebecca from Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, can't believe they're all coming to my house.
School friends Claire and Rebecca kicked off the instant restaurant round, but bit off more than they could chew.
When I took that beef out of the oven, my heart sank.
And their first 2 courses
They couldn't have been happy with that.
received mixed reviews.
The salmon's cooked beautifully.
It's a bit slimy.
I'm not a fan.
Round the table, the guest teams got to know each other.
Not that your company's bad, but I'm just thinking, I want some food.
Not the type of people that I would sit around a dinner table with.
But a near-perfect pudding
This is absolutely beautiful.
sweetened the mood,
I'm going to give you a 9.
earning Claire and Rebecca
6.
7.
a total of 66 points.
And that is the score to beat.
But there are 5 teams still to cook. The instant restaurant round continues in the south of England, in the glamorous county of Essex. Firefighters Danny and Kev have chosen a swanky pad to host their supersized supper.
Do you reckon straight away they're going to know that the theme is going to be a Thai influence?
I don't think they're going to miss it somehow, and I don't think they're going to miss the fact that it's going to be hot.
We both like chilies, and as we're firefighters, we've decided to call the Scoville Station. The Scoville scale is the measure of the heat of a chili.
Plenty of water on the table just in case.
I think they might need a bit.
Yeah.
I've been in the fire brigade for 22 years,
I retired from the fire service 6 months ago.
and I used to be his boss.
You think so? I used to be the mess manager and do the cooking for the troops.
All stuff up.
Warm stuff up. I'm a very sort of basic type of cook, and Danny was always popping in trying to take over. Dan tries to be a little bit more, what's the word? Chefy.
I fell in love with cooking quite sort of late, really. I thought, and I think I can do that. Rather than pile it high, I like to try and bring in a little bit of the fess. Once you see someone enjoys what you've made, the feeling is excellent. I love it.
Who's the best cook?
I'll say I'm the best cook. You'll be a good sous chef.
Sous chef, yeah. He cooks, I'll cut. Here you go, Dan.
I've pulled Kevin out of retirement. He's going to get his apron back on, and we're going to win it.
I'm going to be your wingman,
You are going to be my wingman.
and I'll be good with my chopper.
Right, let's go.
Today, rather than a bunch of ravenous firefighters, the boys will be cooking for 12 discerning guests, their rival teams and the judges.
We're really excited about hosting our instant restaurant. We've just got to score well, mate. We're hoping to push the bar a lot higher so that the other teams have got to try and catch us. Please the guests, please the judges, and the menu will do that.
I can't see them impressing with the food. It's going to be massive. No delicacy roast. Foodies, no. Pub boys, yes.
Before cooking can commence, the boys have some shopping to do.
This is definitely a winning menu.
Yeah.
This is it, mate. This is the star of our show. Yeah?
I've got down at least 80 chilies.
A selection of each.
It's going to blow them away.
Checking out Danny and Kev's menu, the judges.
It lives and dies on chili. That's it. It's in the starter, the main, it's even gone into their dessert.
It is a bit of a gamble. A lot of people don't like chili, and it's about getting the balance of the chili right in each dish.
How's that, mate?
That's lovely. That's just fresh green chilli. There's no heat in this at all. When I say there's no heat in it, no, I don't. Let's get the old fish.
The boys are starting their fiery feast with Thai fish cakes and a homemade chili jam.
Very, 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 very simple.
It's a staple in most Thai restaurants in the UK, but if they pack that fish cake with really beautiful fish, it's a wonderful thing.
I like to use a mixture of cod and salmon.
A nice little bit of squid in there goes a long way too.
Well, you need some nice cod.
Cod on its own is quite a plain tasting fish.
2 kilos.
I think that'd be enough.
Yeah,
mate. That'd be enough.
okay,
That's
yeah.
lovely, yeah.
Lovely,
Yeah, please. Morning, lads. How you doing?
For their main course, they're turning up the temperature with hot and sticky pork ribs served with bok choy, straw potatoes and apple slaw.
Essex belly ribs. We need. We have 14 of them. Of course you can. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Thanks so much.
This is geezer food. This is exactly what I expect 2 big burly firemen to be cooking.
It is a tried and tested recipe, and I've tried and tested them, and I've tried and tested them, and they're lovely.
Straw potatoes. I assume they're just getting potatoes and making them extra, extra thin, so thinner than French fries. Not a classic combination, but obviously the lads love their chips, so they've just thrown them in there.
Let's go, boy.
On the hunt for authentic flavours, the boys visit an Asian food wholesaler.
Oh, Kev, where's the Thai basil?
I'm trying to find spring onions.
Sorry, mate, you got any Thai basil? No, just sold out.
Thai basil, and they ain't got any.
It ain't my fault. Come on, let's go. Come on. Panko breadcrumbs. Mate, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
They haven't got any.
Come, next aisle. Next aisle.
These are major ingredients, you know what I mean? It's going to change the complete taste. Shaoxing rice wine. They haven't got it.
Still searching for their taste of the Orient.
If we don't get an ingredient, we're in trouble, aren't we?
Yeah.
Next stop, a superstore in Dagenham.
This one, that'd be the World Foods, wouldn't it? World Foods. Feeling a little bit stressed at the moment. Kev.
Where's he gone? Where are you, Dan? No Shaoxing rice wine.
We're going to have to substitute. We're going to get a nice sherry. Rather than give it to the ladies, we'll have that in the cooking.
Good idea, mate.
Come on, mate, let's go.
Adapt and overcome.
Chinese rice wine dropped
Sherry.
in favour of something a little closer to home.
Oh, brilliant. Right. That'll do us.
The boys are out of time.
We've got a lot to do, mate. Not getting the ingredients that we want. We've got to sort out and think about.
That's thrown us out a bit, hasn't it?
Come on, mate, straight through.
In just 3 hours, their guests will arrive.
Go.
The boys are now cooking against the clock.
What do we do now?
Just get on with it.
Danny gets to work on his Thai-inspired starter
Tap the lime leaves.
and hands the dessert over to his sous chef.
That's lovely.
Kev's making a chili chocolate mousse cake with cardamom cream, pistachios and a raspberry sauce.
Have you got it all on properly?
That's what I wanted Kevin to do, was just focus on doing that dessert.
There you go.
Thank you. There's a lot of pressure on me because I haven't baked before. I've only baked one other cake.
Remember, mate, yours has got to be pitch perfect, doesn't it?
Don't give me the pressure, mate.
I was a little bit concerned that Kevin had baked before, but I can't be holding his hand.
We'll be all right, Kev. What can go wrong, eh?
Well, the judges could go down the takeaway.
Oh, mate.
There's the cake mixture, ready to go.
Cake in the oven.
Got that for about 25 to 30 minutes, we'll check it.
Kev moves on to the mousse that will sit on top, while Danny tackles the cod
Wow. Look at the size of these, Kev.
for their Thai fish cake starter.
Kev, there is bundles of bones in this, mate. Bones.
Bit of a schoolboy error. I didn't have anything to get bones out.
Danny's solution? A vegetable peeler.
Ain't it coming out. I can't be messing about with it, I'm afraid. Got to really pull a finger out, mate. I'm going to make the chilli jam. Oh, yes. 10 bird's eye chilies, 4 bullet chilies. Kev, we ain't got the Shaoxing, mate, so we've got this. Sherry instead of the Shaoxing. Yeah, it's taking it down a different sort of avenue, but we've got to do what we've got to do, haven't we? Mate, it is absolutely gorgeous.
Still needs some more time.
Get on with that mousse, mate.
You're crafty, putting me in charge of the cake.
I had to give you something to do.
Lorraine, she's a master baker. She's going to be tasting this.
It would be great to see Danny and Kev turn out a fabulous, really light, really fluffy, really delicate dessert. Baking's for boy too.
This is the one we need to get right, really. I'm going to put the chilies in and then we can try it.
You got any cream in that?
Not yet, we've got to add the cream in.
What's all the liquid coming out of it? Okay, it's getting too hot, mate.
I know, mate. Right, I've took that off.
Cool it down, mate. I think you've overheated it, mate. Okay, stop turning it.
Devastated. You can see it's all starting to split, all the cocoa butter's coming out of it, and he's still twisting it round, making sure that it splits a little bit more. The last course, it's going to be ruined.
Right, I've got to think.
In Essex, firefighters Danny and Kev are about to open their instant restaurant. But right now, there's a chocolate mousse emergency.
I think you've overheated it, mate. We've got no chocolate, no?
No, we've only got half a bar left for the shavings.
We're going to have to just mix it. You're going to have to just try and...
Mix it and see. I'll
fold
put the
it,
cream in and
fold it gently. We'll whack it in the fridge, and if it's pants, we can't use it, we can't use it.
Adapt and overcome. That's what our motto is.
Let's start doing the ribs, yeah?
The centrepiece of their meal, hot and sticky pork ribs.
Look at the colour of these, Kev.
Coming up nice, are they?
Nice, mate. So we've got sherry in it, Kev, instead of the shousing.
Better check the cake.
Go on, mate, get on it.
A little bit longer for me, mate, I reckon.
You sure?
Yep.
Kev, 12 minutes, mate.
On their way, Danny and Kev's rival teams, with no idea what's on the menu.
Really hoping there's going to be no jelly deals there.
It's going to be fun. But I don't think there's going to be sophistication.
Pie, mash and steamed puddings.
That's clean skewer, Dan. Right thickness, not too thick. Feel it, that's nice. That's spongy.
That feels nice. These ribs, mate, they can go in the oven now. I suppose I should have used gloves because it's quite hot. I'm just trying to get the heat up on this jam.
The mousse ain't looking too bad, Dan.
Ooh. Kev, I think I've had a little bit of an accident here. Kev, 5, 4...
Look at that, Dan.
Oh, mate, that's lovely. 3, 2, 1... Oh, Kev, that's it, mate.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hi.
The flowers at the door. I thought
That
it was
was
going to
nice.
be Hawaiian then.
Yeah,
or
me too.
something like
Little
that.
luau.
Yeah.
Great catch today, mate.
Very good.
And you?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You kissed me. That scared me. Look at this. Look at the chili. Wow.
Very tropical. Yeah, almost a little bit girly. Yeah.
Scoville scale.
We're all thinking it's spicy Thai then.
I love it. Spicy.
I hadn't been expecting spicy food at all. I was expecting big food. I love spicy food. Would they be capable of doing it?
For last week's hosts, Claire and Rebecca, it's their first time as dinner guests.
It was so nice to be sitting at the table instead of having to be in the kitchen.
A welcome change, for sure.
Danny and Kev, they seem like cheeky chappies, so...
Well, one way to put it.
Really?
Yeah.
Give us the gossip then.
Danny does love criticising. He's going to have to come out and take the criticism if his food isn't right.
Apparently they were quite critical. I have to talk to them about that.
There are two guests still to take their places. The judges, Lorraine Pascal and Jason Atherton.
When you've got to cook for a numerous amount of people under pressure, the fact that Kev was the fire station cook, that's going to help, I think, because it couldn't be anything more scary than having 20 firefighters in front of you demanding their meal, right?
But then Danny and Kev's menu is very simple. They're very simple things on the plate. Nowhere to hide, so they're going to have to get it right.
Judges arrived, that's squeaky bum time, really.
There you go, mate. You take one, I'll take the other.
You ready then?
Ready? Let's go for it.
Hi, guys. Welcome.
How are you doing?
Very well. A little garland for you.
They gave us the garlands.
It was nice.
And it was a nice touch.
I got a snog.
Oh, look at you.
It was a little bit bristly. Hello. How are you all?
You alright? Yeah. Oh, it's lovely.
Hello, welcome to our restaurant, the Scoville Station. We hope you enjoy yourselves and don't get too burnt. So, if you'd like to have a look at the menus...
Okay, thank
See you in
you.
a second.
What?
Hot and sticky. These guys are going to really pack a punch with the chili, definitely.
I thought it's just very basic. There wasn't much technical stuff going on in that menu at
No.
all, was there?
No.
It's not pushing any boundaries.
They could be more ambitious, but I think they're playing safe.
We want them to look handmade.
For their Thai fish cakes, the firefighters have been forced to adopt Plan B.
I haven't got Shaoxing wine, I haven't got Thai basil, when I didn't have the panko breadcrumbs. My whole vision was out the window.
They're not what we intended to do. We intended to panade them in panko breadcrumbs.
I just wanted to be small, to be dainty, and I'm just hoping and hoping that we've got enough other flavours and we'll have to just go with it.
I didn't expect fish cakes.
Okay.
I think it could have been more ambitious. They're playing safe, and let's see how it goes.
I think food made well is good food, regardless of any techniques or anything like that.
Lovely.
I don't think you should overcomplicate Thai food. It's all really about those basic kind of 5 elements you have, like the sweet, the sour, and the rest of it.
Gabby said about the 5 principles of the Thai food, but she tailed off after she got to 2.
Just focus on the raw ingredients on their own.
Jam's lovely, nice and sweet.
Good.
But it's got that chilli kick.
This is a bit of us, isn't it? Rough edge plates, but hopefully a little bit of class in the middle.
And lots of heat. I love it.
Starters is served.
Taking them dishes to them judges, I was so nervous.
Please enjoy.
They were physically shaking. And I was quite surprised, because these are guys who rescue people from burning buildings, and just serving little old me and you a fish cake should be a walk in the park.
Are you sure? Yeah. Thank you.
I want the judges, the other contestants, to think that boy can cook.
I looked at it and thought, is that it? The menu should have read chili jam with occasional fish cake.
The fish cakes were looking a bit chicken nuggety. Yeah.
The rival teams will have to wait a while longer to try the fish cakes, as the judges are the first to taste. At the end of the night, they'll score each dish out of 10.
Danny and Kev, I've got to be honest with you, I am disappointed with the way the fish cake look. Quite small. Probably may have liked to have seen something a bit bigger.
We had to make a change from our original plan. We know they're small, but we tried to make it a bit dainty.
They don't look as if they're going to be very tasty, but I do like the flavour.
Thank you very much.
As you may or may not know, I'm a big lover of Asian food, and I have a lot of restaurants over in that part of the world. The chili jam, for me, I don't think is perfect. I've got like this weird sort of sweetness going on there, and I don't know what it is. I've yet to pick it up.
That was the sherry. They knew it weren't Chelsea.
They said it weren't quite right, but they couldn't really twig
Didn't think it was
what
Harvey's
it was.
Bristol, did they?
The actual fish cake, it didn't look very appetising. But when I shut my eyes to smell it, they did transport me back to Thailand. You know, there's no two ways about that. But I've got a little bone though, so just careful with that. When you're prepping fish, make sure you take all the bones, especially when it's fish cakes, you know?
Awkward. That was really mucky.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Please enjoy your starter and watch out for any fish bones.
I'm sorry about that, mate, fishbone.
Look, the judge, 1 fish bone.
Mate, I'm sorry.
It was a big bit of fish, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Danny and Kev's rivals can now get stuck in. They will also score the meal at the end of the night.
I think the fish cake is really delicate and really fragrant, and I really wanted more.
I do like the chili jam. I find it quite hot, but I really love spicy food.
The flavour of the fish cakes were there.
When I close my eyes, it transports me back to Thailand. Michelin-star chef.
I think these boys, they're not used to presenting food like this. I think they tried and they got as far as they could with it. But I think we all agree it could have been presented a little bit better. Had I had that in a pub, I'd have just eaten it. Had it been in a restaurant, I would have sent it back.
Yeah.
I don't think they pushed themselves very much with this dish.
I think the 2 little Irish girls, they were probably thinking, whoa, we're safe in this competition now. I reckon they were jumping with joy. Little Irish jiggers going on inside, I think.
We can all throw together a fish cake maybe and fry it in the pan. It wasn't anything to write home about, really. I'm such a bitch.
Coming up, things heat up in the kitchen.
I didn't put the amaretto on cake.
And the dining room.
I think it's pub food. Restaurant standard. I don't think so.
Keep forgetting it's for 12, Kev. A lot of food than you imagine, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
In Essex, chili-obsessed firefighters Danny and Kev are preparing their second course.
The smell coming off them is fantastic.
Hot and sticky pork ribs.
Yeah, I know there's chili in them.
We're talking 12 plates of food here to get it all out, all uniform. It's a big pressure.
It's got to be really good to be restaurant quality, restaurant standard.
I think so, and I don't think they are capable of it.
Why do you think that?
Sixth sense.
He said something about his sixth sense, didn't he? Yeah,
Sees dead people.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Where are they around here?
The golden brown bit's starting to melt off into that sauce. I'm really worried about the ribs. To me, it's the main event. So we've got to make sure that we perform.
Yeah.
You know, we want the other teams to thinking they're the team to beat. Kev, no, I forgot.
What
I
you forgot,
forgot the bloody ginger. Place that in and around them. Get them in there.
Hi, boys.
Hello there.
How are we getting on?
We're just trying to reduce down the syrup on the ribs.
So you've separated them, right?
Yeah, but what we've done, we just pan-fried them.
Right.
So we get a nice golden colour.
The first thing I noticed was the ribs had been separated. And that, for me, is a massive no-no. Always keep them on the rack to keep them moist. Also, I spotted, in that kitchen, just to the right of me, a bottle of sherry. Sweet sherry at that. So I'm pretty convinced that found its way into our jam. I just hope that's not gone into the ribs.
You're going to be getting the sweetness of the sherry. Oh, mate, that's nice.
Alongside their ribs, the boys are serving bok choy,
We want a nice little bit of crispness on there. Yeah, another minute.
straw potatoes,
So they're stuck together, look at that. Oh!
and apple slaw.
Dress it, mix it, taste, taste, taste. It might need a lot of salt, mate. You happy with the colour of them, Kev?
They look handsome, mate. Bit of the old Maldon salt on it and,
Right,
bingo.
Come on, Kev, last push. This is lovely, mate. Look, this is lovely and thick.
It wasn't the shousing effect that it should have, but it was still succulent, sticky sauce.
I think we've done posh ribs and chips on a plate.
Yeah. Now we need to get these and get out.
Let's go.
Main course.
It's served.
Once they served that, they were in serious trouble with their scoring. It just didn't inspire. It didn't look good.
As he was putting the plates down,
Thanks, Danny.
his hands were like that.
Maybe he thought it's not up to standard.
The ribs came out, but there were no finger bowls. So I was thinking, what am I supposed to do?
That's what we wanted.
So Kev, Danny, when I popped into the kitchen and I saw all these pork ribs chopped up, bubbling away on the stove, thinking, oh my gosh, what have the boys done there? You had sherry to one side, you popped sherry in there, they've chopped them up. It looked like a dog's dinner. I don't know what you did in that time frame from me leaving the kitchen and coming here, but you worked some magic, that's for sure. I like the ribs. They're sticky and they're hot. Exactly what it says on the menu. Not really sure what the straw potato has to do with Asian-inspired pork rib. Never in a million years would I put straw potatoes and Asian ribs together, ever.
I love the sauce on your ribs. It is beautiful. But to me, the rest of the dish is a disappointment. The straw potatoes are overcooked. They're more like crisps. The slaw, I'm not getting a massive balance of different flavours. I'm just predominantly getting some sweetness. The bok choy, I think, is way overcooked. You know, we're looking for restaurant quality food, and this wasn't.
Thanks for your comments. Hope you enjoy it.
Enjoy your main course, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. What do you think on that then, mate?
It's the flavour combinations. I think that goes. Mate, if he says that doesn't go with that, that ain't going with that ever again. Now, I want to improve. Kev, let's get some finger bowls out there, mate.
Okay, I'll cut some lemon up.
Yeah.
It does need a finger bowl.
Now it's pork on my trays.
Delicious. I love this. I like eating with my fingers sometimes. And I think this represents them. It's a hearty man's dish. I'm really enjoying it.
I think good pub food. Restaurant standard. I don't think so.
Philip says average pub grub quite a bit, doesn't he?
He does.
It was ribs, chips and coleslaw, which I thought was typical of what the guys were going to produce.
The ribs were nice, they were nicely cooked.
I think most of the other teams wanted to really slate the boys, and I think they were probably a little bit disappointed that the ribs were nice.
Finally handed out,
Fantastic.
finger bowls.
So you have to share, and don't drink it.
The finger bowls, was that a second thought? An after, that's the word I'm looking for, an afterthought.
you think it was?
The fact that we haven't got one each as well. I don't share full stop. I don't like things like spoons being dipped back in and...
Double dip.
Yeah. No.
You are OCD.
I am OCD.
Completely.
I don't think there's anything actually wrong with sharing a finger bowl. But I don't know that I would have been quite so willing to share one with Philip.
Well, I think we brought that chocolate back. It looks like it's set.
For the boys, just one last chance to silence their critics.
Kev, to be honest, mate, I haven't actually made the cardamom cream before.
Kev's chili chocolate mousse cake with cardamom cream. But something's missing.
Oh, mate, I've just realised we didn't put the amaretto on the cake.
OK, that's all right, it's not a problem.
What about putting a bit of amaretto in the cream?
Yeah, OK.
That's it.
Let's hope that they go together.
In the last instant restaurant, the boys said that they didn't like pudding, and they don't do pudding. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it works out today.
As much as I hate to say it, Kev, it can do with quite a bit more.
Nothing wrong with quite a bit more.
Need a bit more of that. You've only used a little bit.
Personally, I think it's more.
I want it to be subtle, really.
I think Danny and Kev are a couple of hustlers. I think it's going to be very... I think it's going to be really angelic presentation. I think it's going to be really delicate.
I don't think they're going to be very delicate. I think it's be like made like big man hands and be quite shovelly.
Yeah.
I'm measuring it with steel rule, Dan, so we try and get portion controls.
Like there'll be like a few like fingerprints in them probably.
Look at that. A good 9 inches, that is.
They're not very delicate, are they? Like man hands just quite shovelly.
Do you like the look of that cream, Kev?
Yeah, it looks good.
So like shovel, mound.
They're probably the best quenelles Jason's probably seen.
Mousse ain't looking too bad, Dan. I think that looks posher than what I thought it was going to look, mate.
I think we're ready to go. Dessert?
It's served. Please enjoy.
It was presented lovely. I liked how the cake was cut perfectly.
Thank you very much, Kev. Thanks. I thought, oh, this looks pretty. Yeah. It could be as good as our dessert.
Danny and Kev, I just want to say it's great to see such a pretty dessert come out from two burly young lads. The mousse cake.
Yes, we had a problem. The mousse started splitting, but we tried to pull it back.
You know, you've done a really good job if that happened. You performed a little bit of magic if it split. It's light, it's creamy. Now the cardamom cream seems to be something else that sneaks in there.
It was a little bit of amaretto went into the cream.
Just thought you splashed that in there.
Just to sort of booze it up a little bit.
When you put alcohol in cream, it splits. Okay, unless you have some sort of base there, like a lot of ice and sugar, to sort of whip it up and stabilise it. It was obvious when you put that amount of booze in, it's going to split. So it's just a lesson learned for you guys. The cake, it's dry. It's overcooked. I was worried the chilli might overpower everything, and it doesn't. At the last instant restaurant, you guys said you are not big on desserts. So who took the challenge on to make this dessert?
Well, Kev, you took the challenge.
I took the challenge on for doing the cake, and it's only the second time that I've cooked a cake.
In your entire life?
In my entire life. So, thank you for your comments.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your dessert.
When Kev admitted that this was just the second time he'd ever made this cake, I thought, risky.
Really risky.
Really risky. But fair play to him. He did well.
He did very well.
Yeah.
Power behind the throne. Yeah. He's Dennis Thatcher.
We pulled it back on the mousse. Could have been a disaster.
Kev, I'm proud of you, mate, what you've done today. You've
No,
worked
I'm proud of
really,
you.
worked really hard. You know, you've done everything I asked you to do. Mate, you've done well.
I thought they kind of got the dessert down like really, really precise, and it looked so tidy. And you looked around the table, every dessert like mirrors looked the same as every other one. No shovels involved. Like small spades at a push.
I'm not sure about the chili and the chocolate myself. It's overpowering me.
What's the lasting taste that you have after eating that? And it's just chilies
Chili.
again.
Philip and Emma, boy, they must be going to put on some show because they are uber critical, particularly Philip.
Altogether, I actually really, really enjoyed it. I mean, my plate is clear.
As an overall dish, no. No. Steam pudding, please.
Coming up,
For me, this dish really didn't work as a whole.
it's judgment time.
This is my dream, mate.
I think Danny and Kev have actually hit their peak today.
In Essex, things are cooling down at Danny and Kev's chili-themed restaurant.
A little bit left there, little bit. Look, that one's empty. And guess whose that one was, mate? Who's that? Phillips.
It's time for the guests to give their verdict.
I enjoyed the starter. I thought it was tasty. I thought it was nice.
Chili jam was spot on. The taste of the fish cakes was right, but presentation kind of just
let it down.
Yeah.
They used one fish head, no more than that. Whereas the flavours were okay. You know, there was just no substance to it whatsoever.
It had a Thai taste to it.
End of.
End of, yeah.
The main course, oh, I love all that tucking in, you know, what we're like, get your fingers all dirty, get right in there. Loved the sauce, loved the ribs.
I needed a finger bowl for those ribs. Did you notice the finger bowl was still there all the way through dessert?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
it did. It was DNA soup.
Dessert was very pretty.
Looked so pretty. I would have licked the bite if there wasn't two celebrity judges in front of me.
Well, I like chocolate dessert, but I didn't like that one.
Each team will now score the meal out of 10.
It has to be slightly below average, so my feeling is a 4.
Okay.
6. Yeah, 6.
I think it's got to be a 6.
6.
6.
I think Danny and Kev have actually hit their peak today. I don't think they're ever going to improve on this. I don't think they're going to get better. 3?
Yeah,
Okay.
3.
3.
With the team's marks totting up, it's the moment of truth for Danny and Kev.
The teams have given you a combined score of 25 out of 50.
I think we should have had a few more points, to be honest. The flavours there, the presentation was there. I think our food was nicer than Claire and Rebecca's.
That's only 2 points under us, so they still have a chance.
The total score to beat after Claire and Rebecca's restaurant is 66.
Do you think Danny and Kev can beat that?
I'm not confident that they can, to be honest.
I don't think they will at all.
No.
Now, it's our turn. We are going to score each dish out of 10. So, your starter. Thai fish cakes with homemade chili jam. The flavours were definitely there. But looking at them, a bit scrappy, little bit little. I was rather hungry after eating them. So, I'm going to give you a 5.
The cakes themselves smelt divine, but then I pulled out a little bone. You've got to be really careful when you do fish prep because it's dangerous. And when you say fish cakes, I would automatically assume there's going to be more than one type of fish in there. So I'm going to score you a 5. On to your main course. Hot, sticky pork ribs. When I popped into the kitchen, I looked at the pork ribs. Bubbling away and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, those ribs look terrible. When you brought them in the dining room, you know, they were great tasting, they were tender, but the rest of the dish, I just didn't get the link. If you want to go a long way in this competition, you've got to understand when you're putting ingredients together, why they go together. For your main course, I'm going to give you a 6.
For me, this dish really didn't work as a whole. There were some good elements of it, but it's not really what I would expect in a restaurant, that Asian theme. But your sauce, I thought it was beautiful. I'm going to give you a 6.
We're sitting there waiting for those scores.
Crucial moments. All I just kept remembering in the back of my mind was that Jason gave us a 9 for our dessert.
Yeah,
So
they're going to get us over the line.
Your dessert, chili chocolate mousse cake with cardamom cream, pistachios, and raspberry sauce. Don't worry. I was hugely surprised to see such a delicate presentation. It was beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And your portion sizes were excellent. I feel like you measured them, which is really up my street. But that cake really did let you down, the actual sponge. So, for the dessert, I'm going to give you 6.
I think it's safe to say, boys, that things didn't always go right for you today in the kitchen. And at times you had to wing it. But I think we can tell that you guys are firemen because you averted danger quite a few times today. I would never have known you had a problem with that mousse because it was smooth, it had a nice richness to it. Overall, I really like the dessert. I give you a 7.
Thank you.
It's good dessert.
So, Danny and Kev, that gives you a total score of 60.
With 60 points, Danny and Kev are 6 points shy of Claire and Rebecca and are currently in last place. At the end of the instant restaurant round, the team with the lowest score will be eliminated. But there are 4 teams still to cook.
I was a little bit shocked that they're now at the bottom of the leaderboard.
The sense of relief I think we both had that we can go a bit further in this competition has just been the most amazing feeling of all.
So proud of you.
So proud of you.
What we want to give our guests is way, way above what we've seen.
Yeah, yeah. And our standards are at a height that so far nobody's achieved them.
That's why the menu, mate, I think was brilliant. This is my dream, mate. I want to go out and I want to show people, you know, that I can cook. I think we've done okay.
Next time,
1 ravioli, 2 ravioli.
Steph and Gabby set their sights on the top spot.
Now this is one of the hardest pasta dishes on the planet.
I'm just stressed.
And round the table, tensions continue to simmer.
Now I haven't really got a drink.
No, but do you need a drink?
Yeah.
Danny, no, hey, I've got to disagree here.